The Sports for Nature framework has been designed to help sports organizations to take concrete steps to become nature positive.
We Play Green is signing up for Sports for Nature framework because we believe all sports have a massive role to play to save nature and manifest the green shift.
Desde 2017, el Comité Olímpico Español es muy activo en la promoción de la sostenibilidad social y ambiental del planeta. Ahora, nuestro reto es ir más allá, evitar el daño a la naturaleza, restaurar el entorno natural y fomentar la biodiversidad de ecosistemas terrestres y marítimos.
The launch of the Sports for Nature framework developed by IUCN in partnership with the International Olympic Committee, the UN Environment Programme, and the Convention on Biological Diversity Secretariat. This is a key objective that we need to pursue all together.
Three of our sustainability key principles, clean water, biodiversity, and responsible consumption, are echoed in the Sports for Nature framework.
Now, perhaps more than ever, nature depends on sport to reduce adverse impacts, to actively restore and replenish landscapes and ecosystems.
And with the key support of the Sales Exchange Foundation. Sport must and can do a great deal in helping us protect this planet.
Sport organizations and athletes have a massive role to play in the protection of nature because of their reach and influence.
This new initiative is also in line with this very concrete work of ours and our plans for a better planet for our future generations.
It's important for us to use our sports to show the world what's happening. Seeing is believing.
Taking decisions that is good for the future of our planet.
We are in a race to protect the planet. With your help, we can win.
Very nice video. As you can see, I'm now joined by Julie Dufus from the International Olympic Committee, Lee-Ann Hurt from IUCN, and Anne-Cécile Turner from Sales of Change. First question, can you tell us more about the Sports for Nature framework?
Sure. Well, I was going to actually start a little bit talking about the crisis that we're facing now, not only with nature, but also climate. But we've heard a bit about that already this morning. So I'm going to move on to put it into your head. Imagine a world that is in this crisis where we're struggling to breathe air, we're actually struggling as a species to survive, and imagine putting sport into that. So imagine our athletes who are trying to train, imagine the grassroots levels who are trying to establish themselves and get better at sport, and then imagine our events, so like the Olympics obviously for us, but actually all sport events all over the place. And imagine trying to do that in a planet that is in crisis while we're trying to survive. So because of all of that happening, we as sport felt we have got to do something about this. We have got to step up, we've got to be more responsible ourselves, but also we've got to use the massive platform that we have as sport to advocate and educate on this crisis and say that actually sport needs nature and nature needs sport. So this is why we came together, the three of us here, but also we're missing a partner. So it was the International Olympic Committee, also IUCN, UNEP, CBD, and we came together and we created a framework basically called Sports for Nature. And this framework is very much based on 4 principles. The first one is to protect nature and avoid damage. So this is our responsibility as sport. The second one is restore and regenerate. We have this opportunity in all of our sport venues around the world to actually restore and enhance nature at the same time as practicing sport. Number 3, we have to understand and look at our risks in our supply chain because sport relies very heavily on our supply chain and nature is impacted by that, so we've got to reduce our risks there. And then the 4th one, educate and inspire action. So all of this came together as a framework specifically set up for sport organizations. So any of you who are involved in sport organizations, please do advocate for this and join and be part of it. And so we have our partners here. And shall I pass to Lee-Ann?
Sure, Lee-Ann, maybe you want to
talk a little bit more about the framework and how we're actually going to deliver that.
Okay, thank you, Julie. So just to say, we launched about, as you saw in the video, we launched at the Convention on Biological Diversity back in December 22. And so we're about 6 months old now. And already to date, we have 30 signatories, both from local sports clubs to national federations. And we're so pleased that we've had so much support, initial support, just to get started. But while we're very happy that we want sports to adopt the framework, implement the framework, and make those commitments, and moreover, even report on their commitments every year, which would be fantastic, we also know that it's bigger than just getting sports to commit. So what we've done, which sort of differentiates this initiative from other efforts, is we've agreed and committed to enable sports to make that commitment on their nature journey. It's not easy. Measuring nature is very different and diverse compared to measuring climate. So we need to actually help sports get started. UNEP produced a report last year which interviewed organizations all over the world, and all the sports said they would be willing to take action. They wanted to take action, but they needed help. They didn't know where to start. So IUCN, through the help of our good partners on either one of my sides right here, is going to help lead this effort to provide the capacity building, the technical assistance, the training that sports need. And we're going to do that in two ways. One, by curating what's already out there. As you've seen at this conference, there's tons of good examples out there. So we're going to curate those good examples and collect them on a special Sports for Nature platform that we're building. And secondly, we're going to co-develop training and tools going forward. And then I think I'll let Anne-Cécile talk about the final component.
Thank you. Yes. Stay with us. Lunch will be served until 2. Don't worry. Anne-Cécile, we heard Sails of Change. The foundation is highly involved. Can you tell us how?
Yes, so at Sails of Change Foundation, we have one goal, is protect and regenerate biodiversity. And we also have a theory of change that we like to call inspire, unite, and change. First, because you need the awareness and the knowledge that how dependent and connected we are with nature. It's as fundamental as the air we breathe or the water we drink. So we need to reconnect people with nature and make them understand that. Secondly, it's about the collaboration. We need to accelerate. I mean, we are not going fast enough. So we are here a good example of collaboration. And UNEP is missing in the partners and CBD as well. But without the collaboration, we're never going to get through the massive challenge we're facing. And the third one is about change. It's really about nurturing innovation, effective change, stop talking, start walking and running, and making sure that at Sails of Change Foundation, we give the support to actually support the framework and support the challenge as we did. So thank you very much.